Alright guys, let's get down to business. Breaking down each clause in the ISO 9001-2015 standard. Now this standard is about quality management systems requirements. Now a quality management system is simply a system, well, a QMS is a coordinated system of processes that direct and control an organization concerning quality. Now, it includes policies and procedures, organizational structures, documentation and record keeping, monitoring, and continuous improvement tools, right? So, you're doing TQM, right? Now, when you're learning TQM, the ISO 9001-2015 standard is very important, right? Because this standard actually, if you read from this point, before I get down to the specifics of everything I'm about to do here, if you read from yourself, whether it's all requirements of this standard are what? All requirements of this standard, of this international standard, are generic and are intended to be applicable to any organization, regardless of its type or size, or the products and services it provides. Before we go deep, if you remember we learned in previous chapters, we realized that total quality management is a continuous improvement strategy which focuses on three main things. That's employee involvement, customer satisfaction, and what? And process improvement. Good. Now, this is where a QMS comes in. Now, a quality management system, as we've already read, is used to what? Coordinate and control and direct quality and an organization concerning quality. So, what are the further conclusions that we can get from this? Basically speaking, if an organization wishes to satisfy its customers to the best of its ability, then that organization must have a quality management system in order to what? Control and direct its organization concerning quality. Good. So the scope here, the first was scope one is simply talking to us about what the standard is about. This international standard, that's what it says, that this international standard specifies requirements for a QMS. When an organization A needs to demonstrate its ability to consistently provide products and services that meet customer and applicable statutory and regulatory requirements. Good. Now, if you check over here, the note 2, it says that what? Statutory and regulatory requirements can be expressed as legal requirements. So that's just by the way. So from here on out, when I say legal requirements, I'm referring to what? Statutory and regulatory requirements. Good. Let's move on. Now, we are saying that this standard has given what? The requirement for a quality management system, a QMS. When an organization wants to show its customers consistently that what? They would meet their expectations, right? So, if you want to consistently provide products and services that would meet applicable, meet applicable legal requirements. Good. And the next one is what? B says aims to enhance customer satisfaction through the effective application of the system, including processes for improvement of the system and the assurance of conformity to customer and applicable statutory and regulatory requirements. Herein, also, hence what meaning was legal requirements. So you guys get it right. So basically, this first scope is giving us an introduction to what this entire standard is about, and it's making it quite clear out. First of all, one of the things that you can infer from this is, the TQM course that we are learning as a whole. One, should an organization want to consistently provide products and services that will meet the requirements of their customers and the law, if they also want to enhance the way they satisfy their customers through the effective application of the QMS, right, including processes for improvement of the system and assurance of conformity to customer and applicable. The simplest way I can put it is that The ISO 9001-2015 standard sets out what an organization must achieve or must do in order for them to be certified. Meaning that in order for them to be recognized worldwide as people who don't disappoint, people who meet and exceed expectations, be it of the customer or of legal parties, right? Good. Moving on, moving on. Let's go to normative references. Now, it says the following documents in whole or part are more are normatively referenced in this document and are indispensable for its application. Now, for dated references, only the edited cited applies. Only the edition cited applies. For undated references, the latest edition of the reference documents, including any amendments, applies. Now, ISO 9000-2015, that's what? Quality Management Systems, Fundamentals and Vocabulary. 3 says what? Terms and definitions. For the purposes of this document, the terms and definitions given in ISO 9000-2015 apply. So, we are so far now, we are frequently saying this. ISO 9000 and 9000. Now, 9000 is a family, right? So you have 9000, 9001, you have 9004, you have 90, 9011, basically. But for the 9000 in particular, so they are all at one family. You have the ISO 9000 family. Now, ISO 9000 2015 says what? Quality management systems, fundamentals, and vocabulary. So that one is like the groundwork if you wish to understand what TQM is about. That's what you start with, right? It enables you to speak the language of quality, basically. So this is telling us out the following documents in whole or part are normatively referenced in these documents, right? And are indispensable. So as we are getting further, we would come across points where we are always going back. You see that as referred to clause 4.8, we'll soon get there. Good. And 3, terms and definitions is basically saying that for the purposes of this document, the terms and definitions given in ISO 9000 2015 apply. So what? There are certain keywords that are being used in this standard, which is 9001, that have already been defined in ISO 9000. As I said earlier, they are one family. So it's just telling out this, whatever you see here, the meaning can be found in 9000, and the meaning is the same as that which can be found in 9000. So that's it for our first 3 clauses. Now, the first 3 clauses, which is what? The scope, normative references, and terms and definitions. These are what we refer to as what? The non-auditable clauses.